Hello, Aries. Welcome to your general reading, general and love reading for the month of July. So I would just like to say that July is the number 7, which means you're on the right path and the outcome will exceed your expectations. The number 7 is a sign that divine magic is supporting you and opening doors of opportunity. So, let's see. About 3 or 4 years ago, I started paying attention to the months. Now, I have noticed that the month of May, which is also the number 5, it means a significant change is occurring. Always for the better. It's a good idea to call upon heaven for help with life changes. May, the month of May is usually never good for me. It seems like I always struggle financially, or I struggle with depression. I struggle with things going awry in the month of May. Now, and of course, a significant change helping with life changes, that seems, prevalent for the month of May. Plus, in May, we had a start of Mercury retrograde. And then, we move into June, which is the number 6, and that's all about, balance in the material. So, we are leaving those changes and moving into the 7 energy. So, like, July, for me, and what I've noticed is, the saying, I'm sure, Christmas in July. I love July because I always feel like July is full of Christmas in July moments. So, I am going to say this. We don't have the Mercury retrograde anymore. We're finally completely out of that. But we do have Saturn in retrograde, which is all about karma. So, what you give is what you will receive. If you put a lot of work in May and in June, you should start in July to reap like bounty for your hard work and your efforts and the things you did in those 2 months. And hopefully that was like, good work so that you can receive, blessings for that. If, it was that of the negative, then of course you will receive the consequence for that. So I am in high hopes that, your work was of the positive, that you invested, that you put in, so that you can have a karmic return on that. Also keep in mind, in July, we have Jupiter, which is all about luck and expansion, going retrograde. But it doesn't go retrograde until like the end of July, maybe like the 28th. So, it may not seem Christmas in July like the first half of July, but I would say definitely around the end of July, when Jupiter starts to go retrograde, you should see something coming into fruition of Christmas in July, which really should set us up for August, which is the number 8, and all about abundance. So I'm changing up the reading a little bit. I'm going to pull, these are the oracle cards that I'm going to use for this reading. If you have a question you would like to answer, I'd go ahead and ask, form that question. So I'm going to pull cards from these 4 decks here for your monthly energy. This reading is probably going to be longer than usual. The tarot deck that I'm going to use is from the Tarot of the Divine. Now this is a new deck for me. Very bright. Love the deck. I do struggle with it a little bit. I will be reading the messages from the book. And then I'm going to clarify at the end using the Kipper deck. So that's probably why it will make it just a little bit longer. Okay. So your goddess, you could be dealing with an Aquarius. They got the same card. So, in the month of July, you should be seeing healing within yourself, especially if you are a woman. This card here states you are a channel for divine healing powers. So, you should either be receiving healing this month or you're able to give others healing. We have at the bottom of the deck, compassion. Release judgments about yourself and others and focus on the love and light that is within everyone. We have Sedna with infinite supply. You are supplied for today and all of your tomorrows. We have Siege with quiet time. Take some quiet time alone to rest, meditate, and contemplate. And then we have Freya with bold. Unleash your adventurous side, take risk, and be daring. Alright, your energy oracle message. Man, I think Leo got this card as well. But, yes. So, but in the reverse as well. You have happy family. You have got second chakra with Archangel Ariel, door to romance, and victory. And then that's also accompanied by storm warning. So you could have in the past, like in the month of June, experienced some type of storm, chaos. And so the month of July, you will be victorious. There will be, you had the door of romance here, but you know, that doesn't necessarily have to mean a significant other or like a romantic partner. That could be like doors are opening, which really allow your heart to sing with love and compassion, and that's like a healing energy that helps you to heal and maybe recover from the events of the past. Archangel Ariel is here with the second chakra, so that's your sacral chakra. And happy family. So there could be events going on with your family that really uplift your spirit and help you to heal and be happy. Alright, so your Earth Magic card is fire with passion. So I'm sure that there's going to be some energetic, passionate moments coming in for you this month. And I want to read to you the reversal of this card here. And it's actually not a bad meaning at all. So this card reveals a yang cycle, which is one of active, outgoing energy. This time calls for a more logical approach to things, but the logic needs to be applied to purposeful action. This cycle is often marked by creativity and new beginnings, sometimes with significant outer changes. Let yourself apply more forceful energy to the task at hand and take advantage of this highly charged yang time. Your angel answers, remain positive. At the bottom of the deck, we have take action, trust, reconsider, there's something better. And I saw opportunity as well. So there is something better coming in for you. I feel like this month is going to be better for you as well. This is a time to, you know, the fiery, passionate energy that you are, that accompanies being an Aries, I feel like is the passion you need to rely on to help you create positive change in your life. It also will give you healing. I think your family is going to be significant in that healing. You know, you can also inspire others, which also helps them to heal. And just in case, like when I said earlier, you know, Christmas in July, it may come at the end of the month. Just try to remain positive, because, you know, we had this, remain positive. Try to remain positive, especially if you don't see it coming at the beginning of the month or even the middle, because, you know, Jupiter retrograde starts like July 28th, I think. I think it's July 28th. And it's at the very tail end of the month. So if you don't see like huge positive, abundant changes throughout the first half of the month, give it some time, remain positive, and know that it will come toward the end, especially in the beginning of July. All right. Woo! That's actually the prettiest Hermit card I think I have ever seen. So, this is the Hermit. Oh, wow. Very beautiful Moon card. Okay. Look how pretty this Moon card is, which is also the front of the cover. So, you are actually in like hermit mode, it looks like. Introspection, withdrawal, prudence, insight, and meditation. So, at this moment, you could be self-isolating yourself. You could be feeling more withdrawn from people, focusing upon yourself, looking within. You may be feeling like you're a loner at the time. And this is a really good energy. Like the Hermit is, I love the Hermit card. A lot of people don't, just because it's like, it speaks of being alone, going within. But you know, if things aren't moving or going in the way you want and expect them to be going in your life, then that's the perfect time to self-isolate and start looking within to see within yourself what changes do you need to make or implement so that you can get the balls rolling or things moving forward, because you may be missing pieces that weren't there before, but now you might, through this I thought self-discovery, you may be opening up doors to them that you once thought were, you may have not even, you didn't see the door in passing. And then all of a sudden something happens and you come back and it's like, oh, there's a door right there. I'm going to say that your challenge here is going to be this Queen of Wands in reverse. So this is like jealousy, spite, destruction, demanding. Now, the base of this reading is the moon. So, let me look and see what this card says about its moon meaning. Here we are. Trickery, melancholy, anguish, illusion, insecurity. Alright. So, you may have withdrawn some way, shape, or form because of the people around you. Things are not all is what it seems. There is trickery. There is things going on that has created an illusion or a bubble, something to block you from, something hasn't quite yet revealed itself. So you've taken a step back. Now, because you've taken this step back and you feel like things aren't really being revealed to you the way you want them to, it may have turned you into this Queen of Wands in reverse. You know, being angry, being mad, being envious or jealous of others, especially if you see others doing well, but you feel like you're not doing well. You could be envious of their glow up, and you know, you're just over here being withdrawn. And I don't know that if you're being down on yourself because of that. Sometimes I feel like that is accompanied with the Hermit card. But don't let that detour you or make you bitter because things aren't going the way you planned or hoped. Because I don't feel like right now, in this month of July, things are not going to be as they seem. So don't take things for face value. And I don't know, I'll clarify this moon card and see what it says at the end of the reading. But there, pay attention to the full moon, because I see round circles. We've got the sun, the circle here, and the moon over here, and the full moon in the moon card. So there is illumination that's going to be coming in for you at some point in time, but it may not be until the full moon in July, and I'm not exactly sure when that is. So I would look into here. Let me tell you, I can actually tell you really quick when the full moon is going to be in July. Oh, in July. No, that's the new moon. I'm sorry. Here it is. No, I'm going to do the full moon. Okay, so July 11th. You will see July 13th. So you may be seeing some truths around the 12th of July. So train yourself, start practicing. And when I say practice and train yourself, start around telling yourself and making plans and paying attention to the dates to be looking and be on the lookout around the full moon, that 13th energy of what's going on around you, because I feel like something could be revealed to you in that time period. Now we start off the beginning of July with the Ace of Pentacles, but in reverse. So Ace of Pentacles in reverse. This is bad finances, excessive spending, greed, stinginess, and poor planning. So something is not going right for you when it comes to your finances. And that could be the thing that really puts you in hermit mode this month. And that could also be the thing that makes you self-isolate and starts wondering and looking into what the hell is going on. Now, at the middle of the month, we have the Seven of Wands, but it's in reverse. Keep in mind, you are seeing the mirror reflection of the cards here. So the Seven of Wands is in reverse. This Seven of Wands energy, you are laying down this, I want to say, this facade of, let me see if I can get the word here. This facade of fighting back. Because I know Aries, you know, you're like the ram. You will butt heads with whatever you feel like goes against the grain, so to speak. So this, you know, bad timing, bad planning, this loss right here that's put you in this hermit mode, I feel like is causing you to like somewhat give up. Like you feel defeated, you feel intimidated, you feel like cowardly, overwhelmed. You're kind of just like, whatever's been coming at you, you were fighting it for a while, but I feel like this month you're going to start to put that, just to let it go and quit and give up, quit fighting. You may realize in this time period here that first and foremost, everything is not as it's seen. You could come with the epiphany that you've been fighting for all the wrong reasons. You've been giving time, energy, and exhausting yourself on shit that wasn't really even worth your time or your effort. Cookie? Sorry. So you could definitely have the realization and the epiphanies that you've been fighting and standing up against things that you have wasted your time and energy over. And maybe you're just like, you know, this isn't worth fighting for anymore. So you're laying it down and you're stopping. Now, I'm going to tell you, that's all fine and dandy, and that's great. I know it may not sound that good, but this energy right here is really going to set you up for this Page of Cups energy at the end of the month. Okay? So, the Page of Cups is really about messages of love, being sensitive, romantic, being spiritual, feeling youthful, expressing yourself. Now, I will say this. This here, the Page of Cups is a message of some sort. Usually, there's a masculine on the card. I feel like this here could be a masculine. So, you could receive a light-hearted offer or invitation from a water sign at the end of July. Now, if you have been dealing with a water sign, you may be receiving at the beginning of July a delay or a false offer, or something may not go through the way you want it to go through with this water sign at the beginning of July, and that's what causes you to retract and go into hermit mode. But just know that whatever has caused you to go into hermit mode is not what it seems. Whatever you think the situation is in your mind, it's not. So there's something else. You can't see it yet because of this moon card. But I feel like it will be illuminated. It will definitely be illuminated. You will see by the end of the month that this offer comes through. Something comes in at the end of the month that, and we have there's like a ton of moons in the background. So there's something around the full moon that I feel like it's going to illuminate something within you to bring you out of hermit mode. It will also make you feel really good. It's like maybe you run into someone or meet someone. Now here too, if you were dealing with someone else that's not necessarily a water sign, you could have had a false start with someone else that put you in isolation mode. But you know, that isolation mode might be the very thing that puts you on track to running into a water sign toward the end of the month. And if it's not a water sign, then it's just someone who makes you feel very lighthearted, young at heart. That really makes you feel lovey-dovey. You know, it doesn't necessarily have to be a water sign, but I will say that the Page of Cups is, you know how you can meet someone and they can be like older or just not your typical type, but it's like their energy just makes you feel young. It makes you feel puppy love, and it makes you feel like you're in love. That's this energy. So something's going to come about at the end of the month that's really going to open up for you. Now, I'm going to tell you that this card here, that red string, like in Chinese mythology, they have a god, a Chinese god, that ties people together with a red thread, like a fated meeting event. So here this person is with this rabbit and this red string. Like this rabbit is, there's a string around your foot, and then the rabbit's got the string, and the string is coming over here. So you can't see what is attached to the end of the string. Now, there could be a masculine. Now, if you're a male watching this, there could be a feminine that's attached to the end of the string. But, you know, she's still, he or she is still over here in the woods. You can't see them just yet. but this rabbit is running toward you and it's pulling that person toward you. So there's someone coming toward you at the end of the month that I feel like is really going to help you open up. And I feel like it's going to help bring you out of this hermit mode. And I think that's going to illuminate something within you, especially if you have a start here with someone else the beginning of the month that didn't necessarily work out for you. And so you're upset about that, which makes you go into hermit mode, and then this other energy comes in, and then you're kind of like, wow, I'm actually glad I went into hermit mode and left this behind, because look at where it has opened me up or put me. It puts you on the path to meet this new person. You had to walk away from this in order to walk into this. Hopefully that makes sense. Woo! Okay. All right, so your advice is this is the Hierophant. I know my camera does not, it's old. I'm taking donations, by the way, to get a new camera. So if you feel like you would like to donate and help for a cause, my information is in the description box, okay? So the Hierophant here, beautiful version of the Hierophant, a beautiful card. This speaks of like tradition, of spirituality, of conformity, compassion, social approval, tradition, and legacy. And remember, we had that compassion card come up earlier. So while you're over here in hermit mode, you are learning something. While you're in hermit mode, I would focus upon your spiritual beliefs or your religious beliefs, because I feel like that will help to teach you something, help you. I mean, it's I've been saying this in other readings. You know, times when I go into hermit mode, I'm not crazy about hermit mode, but I am very thankful and grateful for hermit modes. I may not feel like that when I'm in it, but you know, when you go through times when you're like down and out, I go through times when I'm down and out, but you know what? I love going through the down and out, because I know my comeback game is strong. Okay, it's strong. My comeback is strong. So know that whatever you're doing in here behind the scenes in this isolation, it is going to, when you come out of it, your comeback game is going to be amazing, and it's going to look great on you. So you may need to, while you're in this hermit mode, look into your faith or your higher power. Focus upon that. Talk to Spirit or to God about, you know, whatever has been bothering you or troubling you. I do think that right there, if you can lean into that, there's a lot of water in this card. We also have, you know, water in this card. So there's a lot of healing going on here for you. Now, in your environment, you have the Tower. I mean, it is in reverse, but it's still, you know, there's a shake-up, a crumbling, something in your environment, and I think you saw it coming and you avoided it. So I don't know if you know, this is Rapunzel's tower, but it's in reverse, which means feeling trapped, delaying, disaster, full of pain, and a fear of pain and avoidance. So delaying, disaster. You may have rejected this offer that comes in the end of June, beginning of July, because you knew it was going to create a massive change or an upheaval or something that would be catastrophic, or you had a revelation that this was not the thing for you and you could have turned it down. Now, you could be having to like really, and you know, like you over here giving up right here, especially if you've been having to stand up for yourself and defend yourself about why you chose to walk away from this, or to let this go, or not accept this opportunity. You know, you're tired of having to explain this to people. But I feel like eventually people are going to realize and see and understand why you turned that down. But in your hopes and fears sector, you have the Magician. And the Magician in this card is like the fairy godmother. So you have hopes that you are able to create something new and wonderful in your life when you come out of this hermit mode, this self-isolation. And trust me, you will be able to do that. I feel like and get a huge sense here that your comeback game is going to be really on point. And then you come out of it the end of the month with the Ace of Swords, like a breakthrough, a clarity. You're, you know, in this card here, there's all this ropes and knots and ties and shit. And I feel like you are going to be able to cut through the bullshit and clear the path and be able to get all this dusty shit out of the way. So this represents like new projects, truth, assertiveness, creative thinking, and clarity. You're going to have the clarity that you need to move forward. You may be in hermit mode this month looking for that clarity. Be patient with yourself because it's coming. I do feel like it's going to be toward the end of the month before you receive it. But just be on the search for it and know it's going to be there. Now, the bottom of the deck, we have the Four of Swords, which is all about resting, healing. And again, you know, you have the healing, the medicine woman card. So there is some healing that you need to do, that you need to take part in. There is, okay, so this healing, it looks like there was a breakup, a coming undone of some type of soulmate relationship. There was an ending to that. And, you know, the depiction in this card is this chick looks like she's trying to leave this, because there's this guy right here, but by the shadow, he looks like a skeleton, like death. But she is out here walking away from that. So you're leaving a breakup of some sort in the past, and that could be that Ace of Coins, that turning down. I don't know if you're turning down the offer or if they are turning down the offer. But no, if they turn down the offer, you know, people say rejection is God's protection. This one chick that I watch on Instagram, Moonlight Guidance, she has started saying rejection is God's redirection, and I just love that. Okay, I have a whole new outlook on rejection because of her and that meaning right there. And I love the way she puts that, because it's, since I've heard that from her, it started when it happened for me, like being rejected, it started giving me peace, because like she says, rejection is God's redirection. So, you know, that may not be the thing for you, but you will be directed to the thing that is for you. Now, it may take some time, and it may take the whole month of July, but just know that toward the end of July, especially around the 28th when Jupiter goes retrograde, it's really going to take shape from that moment forward, okay? So, like I said, with this resting and recuperating and healing that you're doing, that breakup, the end of that, you're no longer wanting to give to the old or whatever that was for you. So now I'm going to clarify. What is this Ace of Coins here for Aries in the month of July? What is this Ace of Coins for Aries in the month of July? This Ace of Coins in reverse. What is that for Aries in the month of July? 2 cards flew out. Okay, so we have the child card. You may have a child, and you could be turning down an offer from like your significant other or the child's parent. We have main male and poverty. So you could have walked away from the father to your child. Now that also could mean that that puts you in a financial bind from having to do that. And that's okay. Nothing wrong with that at all. Okay, I've done that before myself. So, you know, it just means it's going to take a little bit harder work for you. But trust me, the peace that comes from that will pay off. So, the bottom of the deck. Distant horizons. You have great fortune, thoughts, and occupation. So, you may not be feeling like your money is where it is or where you want it to be. But in the distant horizon, something that's, you know, it's out there. You're just moving toward it. Okay? So it's coming. You may still, especially if you turn down the offer from, you know, your significant other, it may haunt your thoughts for a little while. Okay? You may be thinking about it. They may be thinking about it quite a lot. They may come at you continuously trying to beg you for second chances, and you're just like, no. And while all this is going on, I feel like you'll be diligently working toward something better. This moon card. What is... Okay, so this moon card where I said stuff was somewhat hidden. So there is a main female who's experiencing changes. There was an end to something around matters of the home. What is this moon card for Aries in July? What is this moon card for Aries in July? Mature woman. Okay. So there was an expectation or something that, and I would say an expectation, you expected something to change with this person, and I don't feel like the change, they didn't make the change. They wouldn't meet you halfway, and so this is leading you to a pathway to something different. What is this Seven of Wands here in reverse for Aries in the month of July? What is this Seven of Wands for Aries in the month of July? What is this Seven of Wands in reverse? Ah, and we have a marriage. So, so yes, there could be something involved in the court system around this partnership or marriage, especially if there are children involved here. You could be trying to get alimony or some type of payout or child support from this person. You have a community here that is trying to be there for you and support you during this time period. There's going to be an official person here, though, that may be, it could be someone in the courthouse system, the court system, that helps you. Just know, though, that this masculine energy is, you're going to be on their mind a lot. So, this is the thing that you are giving up. So you could be, you know, giving up this partnership. Now, this Page of Cups energy I talked about, this is either meeting someone new, or this is a message or an offer from someone new, or this is you, you know, after you, especially if you feel like the weight of this relationship has been a burden and you've dropped it, you now, if it's not a person that you've made, it's now like you feel like a brand new person at the end of the month. You know, like you've had a weight taken off your shoulders. What is this Page of Cups here for Aries in the month of July? What is this Page of Cups here for Aries in the month of July? Thoughts. So I feel like, let me see the bottom of the deck. Okay. So there's a mature woman here. That could very well be you. But there has been an ending to something in her home life. Okay? And that could definitely be that, you know, that star over there not taken off. So this female, this mature woman, she has, you know, definitely been on a journey, whether that's spiritual or she's just making moves in her life to change it up to where her faith or her beliefs or her religion is really going to help. I think, you know, the best changes we make are made in the dark, are made in the unseen. You know, you have to be in the dark in order to see the light. So, in the dark is when the best molding and restructuring can take place. So, this journey for you, and there's messages coming in, okay? You may feel, because of this hermit mode, you may feel stuck, like you're not able to move. But whoever, there's someone out here that you are heavily on their mind. You're going to receive a message of concern, because you've got message of concern and message at the bottom of the deck. So there's going to be some communication from this person that you're on their mind. They may reach out to you, and it may be someone you know. They may reach out to you and just to check on you, to see how you're doing, how you are, how you're going through this. And it helps to awaken you or bring some vitality to your life or something. What's this Hierophant card here for Aries in July? What is this Hierophant? So the House card flew out. What is this Hierophant card here for Aries in July? All right. Imprisonment. So, and we've got House. I'm going to say that you may feel like you're a prisoner to your home. And I'm going to tell you, don't get into a lack mentality about that, because when I was saying earlier where you get the rest and the rejuvenation and the transformation that you're going to undergo in this hermit energy, I think you're going to do that at home, in your home. And you may feel like you are actually stuck at home because you're self-isolating. I wouldn't give in to that or let that get you down, though, because that's where I feel like the most, the best change and the best growth can come from. Now, also, the other message that I'm getting from that is, if you kicked the other person out of your home, you could feel like you're stuck at home and you're stuck with the memories of them in your home. So then, if that's the case, what can you do to change up your home to make it look different, to where it rids the energy of them away from it? Like, especially if you slept together in the same bed, is it time for a new mattress? Can you paint your room? Can you change the curtains and rearrange your room to make it look different so it's not the same room anymore? Can you do that in other areas of your house where that person occupied, to make it look different so that you're not reminded of them constantly? So we do have adjudication over here, courthouse. So you may be having to work away, work your ass off, while someone here is being false. It's a lover or something that's not really being truthful. They are not being truthful in how they're presenting themselves. And I think that's why you are turning them down. Alright, this tower in your environment. What is this tower in the environment for Aries for the month of July? What is this tower in reverse for Aries in the month of July? Alright, so we have the Lover's card. So yeah, somebody turned down this offer from this person, and it really has an upheaval in their life. So there is definitely change and an end to this lover situation. Now I'm going to tell you, because we have mature woman, thief, and privileged lady. This masculine, if you're the masculine, a feminine could very well have turned you down. Now, the feminine dealing with the masculine. Did he have more than one woman in his life? Maybe that's why you turned him down. Maybe you asked him to stop going out and giving his penis to every other thing that walks by, and to put your focus on your relationship, your home, and your family. And it looks like maybe he couldn't do that, or chose not to do that. So you were like, well, if you can't do that, I'll make the choice for you. And we're just going to end this right here. There's a change around a couple here, lovers. So we have mature woman, we have privileged lady. You could very well be the privileged lady here, or you could be the mature woman that is privileged, but there's still someone else in the energy here that looks like they are taking energy and time away from this masculine. All right, this Page of Cups here. Did I do this? I did the Page of Cups already. What is this Ace of Swords for Aries in the month of July? What is this Ace of Swords for Aries in the month of July? So your outcome, you know, that breakthrough. And then we have Thief. So I feel like there's going to be truth or something revealed around someone stealing. Now, it could be that he stole money from you if you're a feminine watching this. If you're a masculine watching this, there could be someone else, because you fucked up, evidently. So there could be someone else coming in to steal your woman. Yeah. Something of that nature. It's either someone is... You're going to have to, because this is general, and I'm not actually, you know, talking with you one-on-one to ask questions here to narrow this down. So take this how it resonates for you. But if you are the masculine watching this, someone else is coming in to steal your woman. And that's because you're not giving her the time and attention that she needs. Especially if you're out here spreading it around, your time and energy amongst other people. So there is something on the distant horizon of someone coming in to take this person, and it's going to leave you feeling like you've lost your one and only, like you're going to be in despair. And I feel like it's going to be face front in front of your community, your family, your friends. They're all going to bear witness to someone stealing this person from you. So, and if you're the feminine, just know that I feel like someone else is coming in for you that's going to give you exactly what you want out of a relationship and what you're asking for. All right, Aries, I appreciate you watching this reading. Please feel free to let me know in the comments how it resonated for you, and if you like the reading. If you have any tips and or advice, please feel free to comment below. Please give the reading a like. If you feel like donating or tithing into it, my PayPal and Cash App information is in the description box below. I wish you the best of luck, Aries, for the month of July. If this is where I leave you, I will see you all again here in August. Take care. Namaste.